Even if that guard is projected and best athlete available, as Jay suggested, we don't need that on this team going forward right now.
And Jaylen Brown is a big-time athlete. You know, he's 6'7", he's got a wingspan close to 7 feet. He plays really hard. He's an emotional player. He attacks the rim and can finish with either hand. Now, he's got limited range on his shot. He shot 31% on jump shots, 29% from the three-point line. He had 67 assists, 105 turnovers. That was the worst rate in efficiency in Division I among players with 60 or more assists. But you put him in isolation, you put him in pick and roll, and he can attack downhill and get some things done. He's a physical specimen. He's got a great body. His body's NBA ready right now.
You say NBA ready body. How about this guy? When he first came into the league, averaged 25 and 5 for the Sacramento Kings. Tyreke Evans. That's who he reminds me of. The ability to do the 1-2 step, get towards the basket, continues to attack, playing downhill. Jump shot's going to be a work in progress. I really like this for the Boston Celtics.
So Jaylen Brown, who is without an agent to represent him in terms of negotiating with teams, going to do it himself with some advising from Isaiah Thomas, goes third overall to the Boston Celtics there. He wore a coat and tie to all of his interviews with the NBA team, saying that he understood that the NBA was a business. Now, the Celtics were really good defensively. They didn't shoot it well, about 44% on the season. Jaylen Brown, assuming he stays, doesn't necessarily help that part of it.
Well, he is the only draftee that was the captain of the chess team in middle school, and that is something.
Do you know he's the only one, or you just know he is one of them?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
You can't really elect a captain because other guys may have been great leaders on their chess teams. He was just captain.
Here's no one. No, if you mentioned that Simmons' jump shot is not broken, JB, is his broken? I mean, is it fundamentally so unsound that they have to rebuild his shot?
No, he's got a decent stroke. He's not a great ball handler. You know, the turnovers show that. He was a little bit wild at times, but he's really good in transition. I mean, physically, he's ready. I mean, he's got all the tools, and he's one of these risk-reward guys at number 3. You take him at 3, he's got some developing to do, but the tools are all there. And he's a great kid. He's a hard worker. He seems to get it. But he's one of those guys that's got a ways to go. We talked about that. He was one of that quartet that I thought people could swing for the fences at. I didn't see it at 3. That's higher than I would have expected for Jaylen Brown.